Who am I? Have you ever asked yourself, who am I? Don't run away from this question. I know it's an annoying question because we usually don't like to think about ourselves in this depth. This question gives birth to infinite questions. Do I identify myself based on my name, my profession, or my role in my family, or what? Where does our self-identification come from when I ask, who are you? Perhaps you would say, I am an engineer, or perhaps you would say, I am a mother. But all of these are roles we play in life, and they are not us. Regardless of how high your professional title is, one day you will reach retirement, and even your social role changes. Sometimes you are the mother who strives to raise her children well, and sometimes you are the friend who supports those around you, and the sister. Your roles change multiple times in a single day. Often you even merge more than one role at once. So no matter how great your social role is, it does not define you. So then, who are you? Perhaps you define yourself through your professional achievements. But what if you work with a manager who does not appreciate your efforts? Does this mean you've lost your distinctiveness? Or perhaps you define yourself through what others say about you. But other people's opinions change. Your friends and life partner may appreciate your qualities when they are in a good mood. Your friend might compliment the cake you made, and your husband might compliment your dress. They may ignore you, not because there's something wrong with you, but simply because they are in a bad mood. So, should we base our self-definition on their mood? Not only are their mixtures different, but their motivations are also different. The envious will attack you because you have become better than them, and the scared will mock you when they see your bravery in pursuing your dreams. Despite this, we always search for relationships through which we hope to discover our magic and uniqueness. You want a relationship where your partner makes you feel wonderful and a unique individual. Unfortunately, most of us are not lucky to have such a relationship. On the contrary, those around you may describe you in ways that do not represent you. The problem is that your self-definition does not only stem from what they describe you as directly, but it may also come to your mind without anyone telling you. For example, if your society sees beauty confined to a fair complexion, you will define yourself as not beautiful just because your skin is darker, among other examples. When you define yourself based on what those around you want, based on and the molds they have determined, which in many cases do not suit you or represent you. One of the celebrities said, I was shopping one day when I met a fan of mine who asked to take a picture with me, and when we were about to take the picture, I felt a slap coming from behind. When I turned around, I found a friend of mine from childhood days, an annoying friend from the old neighborhood. Here I found myself between two men who look at me differently. The first knows me from afar and painted an ideal picture of me that I do not deserve. The second knows me since childhood and considers me just an old friend who has embarrassing situations and doesn't care how I became today, and he never admitted that I am that famous person. This paradox explains why we are lenient and presumptuous with the people closest to us. Our close knowledge of them makes us belittle their opinions and achievements. Our subconscious mind does not admit his superiority over us because admitting means we automatically lag behind, and we are the ones who started with him from one line. Look at the journey of geniuses and innovators. You will notice that most of them were honored and appreciated in a society other than the one they were born in, like Da Vinci, who left Italy and was patronized by the King of France until he died. Okay, if what others say about us is not what defines us, then again, who are you? What defines you? Psychologist in his book Love Smart says that the true self is a part inside you that is not defined by your job or your role in life, but it is a part composed of your traits. That is all the talents, skills, abilities, interests, and unique wisdom you possess. For example, your traits may be your intelligence or your sense of humor, or your ability to provide moral support to others, and perhaps your skills in managing dialogue or your art in dealing with children, etc. The doctor adds that if you do not know and trust yourself, you will be very sensitive to the whims of others. Even if something simple happens, like someone talking to you rudely, you will feel insulted all day and wonder why this person treated me in this way. Am I an unimportant person? Whereas if you know your personality well, you are not in need of reinforcement from others and your morale will not drop because of a negative comment. Who are you? You are simply a human who may share some qualities with others, but no one can be exactly like you. You are unique in your individuality and differences. You are defined by your traits and all the potential you possess. But how can you discover the characteristics and qualities that distinguish you? You need to realize that knowing yourself, finding your passion, and identifying your strengths is not something you acquire suddenly. Instead, You will gradually discover them throughout your journey in life through the experiences you go through and the knowledge you gain. It does not matter from where you started your life journey, you can redefine yourself. Just don't get stuck in one mold that might not suit you. You are a human being created from clay. Be flexible. The second step is to try, and try until you discover. The simplest example is, how can a person discover that they are a skilled cook if they never try cooking in the first place? You won't discover your truth unless you continuously go through different experiences. Ask yourself, when was the last time you tried to learn a new skill? The third step, be honest with yourself. Write about yourself. Do you know what makes you happy? What changes your mood? What do you want exactly? The fourth step, associate with new people who help you see aspects you are not used to seeing, because often those close to you may not notice your advantages, as I mentioned in the story of the famous person. In conclusion, this is just a call to tell you that you are free to redefine yourself. Don't accept the definition that was imposed on you if it doesn't suit you. You are the only one who has the right to define yourself, and this definition will not be reached overnight. Start your search today. Search for your meaning.